right. Well, welcome, ladies. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all here today learning. One of the things about these calls that we have on Thursdays is that a lot of us know a lot of information that we're going to talk about today, but this is a great way to come together, be reminded, be encouraged, kind of like being in fellowship. Like, let's all review what we need to be doing. And you're all probably pros, so I want to thank you. We're going to make it so simple today. I'm going to teach you what I started doing, and a lot of the ladies here in this call are doing to bring your wellness to become the most simple thing that you do every single day. We're going to take all the complicated stuff out. So, this presentation is called Doterra Wellness Made Simple. It's a proven science-backed approach to foundational wellness. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're getting so much advice, put a one in the chat if you're like, oh my gosh, like I hear different stuff all the time. I don't even know what to do anymore. Or, you go to your doctors and they tell you one thing, and then you look online and then you come here and it's like a lot of information. Put a one in the chat. We're going to talk about that today because today we're going to simplify what we are doing. So, um, as you all know, my name's Val. I'm super passionate about getting to know you, getting to know what your goals are, and bringing simple solutions. When I was going through my battle with cancer in 2010, I remember going to the doctors and coming out so disappointed because they didn't give me any options. They said to me, yeah, you just don't worry about why you have cancer. You just do what we tell you to do. And then you go back and live your life the way you were living it before. And I'm thinking to myself, are you kidding me? If I do the same thing, I'm going to end up in the same place. And honestly, Doc, and I didn't say this to him, but I was thinking it in my head. I don't ever want to come back here. I don't like the way this place smells. I don't like that I don't have options. I have to find a way. And my husband and I got on our knees and we prayed, and God gave us the simplicity of caring for our bodies. And I've been sharing this ever since. And I want everyone here to find their solution and to feel at peace, knowing that, you know what? I don't have to look high and low. I got the answer. So that's the goal for today, that we simplify this whole thing. So, good news, doTERRA has created a better way of taking care of your health, and it's not complicated. So today we're going to break down some of those simple things that we can be doing and why they are so foundational. And honestly, we're going to talk about doTERRA as a whole and what they've been doing for the last 15 years, because they're only 15 years old. But it's more than just an essential oil company now. A lot of people, when you tell them about doTERRA, they're like, oh yeah, oils. But now it has become the key to creating a healthy home. It's a trusted source for daily wellness. And we can have confidence in our ability to support and nourish our bodies and kind of just simplify the foundation for a life well lived. I don't want anyone here to think that you have to do 100 things to be healthy. We're gonna make it so simple today. So again, this workshop is called Wellness Made Simple, and again, it is a proven science-backed approach to foundational wellness. I want everybody this September, if you're available to come to the doTERRA Global Convention, I want you to come. I want you to, it's like Disneyland for healthy people like us. We learn so much, all the science, all the doctors, the scientists, the sourcing team, the nurses, it is absolutely magnificent. And what they've done is they've taken the guest work out of wellness. No more wasting your money on supplements that your body can't absorb. I talk to people every day. And when I ask them about their supplements because, they're not feeling well, you know what their answer is? Yeah, I am on supplements. I take a lot, like I have a bag. And I'm thinking, okay, then why are you not feeling well? Well, they think that by buying inexpensive supplements, their body is getting what they need, but it's not happening. They're not absorbing. So we no longer have to wonder if we're getting the right nutrients into our bodies. So we all know that laying a strong foundation is kind of like a house. Nothing is more important to that house but the foundation. I think, there's a scripture that talks about building on the rock. So we're going to build on the rock today. And I'm telling you, ever since I started doing this, I rarely use oils. I mean, I use them because I like them, not because I necessarily have to all the time. So, in 2 minutes a day, we're going to fortify our health with support. And every other decision that we make every single day, it depends on us having this foundation. So, it will eliminate or reduce the struggles you're currently experiencing throughout the day. And I find that when people do this, their life gets changed. I just worked with a young gal and so super adorable girl. I met her in my neighborhood and she was walking by and she said, I really am not feeling well. I've been sick. I'm getting sick a lot. And I gave her, I think that God, the Holy Spirit inspired me to give her 5 days of these supplements. Well, she came back and she said to me, I don't know what is in the supplements, but honestly, she said, I haven't needed coffee before. I was living on caffeine. So I'm so happy that you gave me that. And she said, I want them. I really want them and I want to share them with my friends. So that's the kind of noticeable change that even a 24-year-old gal, which is almost half my age, had with these supplements. And we think that it's only older people. No, no, no. People are very seriously malnourished, and that's the beginning of all sickness is malnourishment, bad absorption, stress, and toxicity. So why does this new plan that doTERRA launched work? It's sustainable. Anybody can do this. It's easy and it becomes a effective habit that you can do every single day. It's not just about taking supplements, but again, coming together and forming a lasting, effective routine that we can all agree. And it doesn't matter. Sometimes people ask me, well, what time do you take it? Is it, in the morning at 10? Your supplements are best taken, period. So sometimes I may take my supplements in the morning, but sometimes when I'm fasting till about 11 or 12, I will take my supplements at that time when I eat, even though you could take them on an empty stomach, but I rather wait till I eat. It just feels right for me. When I eat is kind of a reminder. Oh, after I eat, I take my supplements. So what I love about doTERRA is that science is at the core. If anybody has ever told you that scientifically you need to prove everything that you're doing, well, doTERRA has that proof for us. There's two key important factors that I want you to take away from this today: bioavailability and bioretention. So bioavailability is you being able to absorb these powerful nutrients, and then bioretention is your body's ability to be able to retain them because they're of the quality that they have and the technology behind it. So I know we're getting a little sciencey, but you know what, ladies? The longer I belong to doTERRA, the more, before I was like, don't tell me the science, just give it to me. I'll try it. And if I feel good, it works. Now I'm like, okay, share a little bit about the science that I need to know so that I can understand how this is working for me and my brain can understand. So this right here is good. If you're doing just sorry about the background noise. I don't know who's using my printer, annoying. Okay, so VMG is your foundation, okay? And it means a daily dose of vitamins, minerals, greens, and essential oils. Remember that everything doTERRA is powered by essential oils. And that I met with another gal today. She's 20 and she tried it. And I was explaining to her a little bit about the science. And she goes, and it's delicious. Like, I love it. And one of the things that makes this product so powerful is the liposomal technology and the delivery to your body. So, liposome is a lipid that is surrounding the supplements. And then you get these lipids, put them in your body, and your cells automatically recognize them because our cells are also surrounded by lipids. And so when you have these two lipids come together, you have incredible absorption that you cannot find anywhere else in the market. So this is the future of supplements. And eventually, I'm sure other companies are going to catch on. But doTERRA has tested these products and they have realized that a lot of the products in the market that are greens like these, they don't have that liposome, they don't have the essential oils, and they're not 100% natural. So what I understand that everything that they've tried has not at all compared to doTERRA's quality. So you're in really good hands. Check out some of the absorption that you will get when you use doTERRA, and take a picture of this if anybody says, oh yeah, I have greens too, not like mine. Check this out. So vitamin C, you get, oh, okay, let's all just mute ourselves so that we don't have any background noise, please. So we have, even though I have background noise, somebody's using my printer, I apologize. So vitamin C, 4.1 times than you would if you were taking a vitamin C that was non-liposome. You know what 4.1 times means? If your vitamin says 100%, you're getting 400% of what you would normally get when you're using a regular vitamin C. So liposome technology, ladies and gentlemen, if there's gentlemen in the house, this is huge. Okay, this is why people are feeling absolutely amazing. Vitamin E, 5.4. Iron, so many people are low in iron, 6.3 times absorption. Calcium, okay, I remember when they used to tell people that you needed to drink milk to get calcium. Well, no, you can get calcium from so many sources. And with doTERRA's VMG Plus, it's 4.1%, times. Potassium, 1.44 times. And the lasting effects are well, they tested 8 hours, but they have come to realize that the nutrients are remaining in the bloodstream over 8 hours, which means your body uses what it needs, and then it kind of has a little reserve so that when your body needs it, that's why you can take it in the morning one time and you don't have to worry for the rest of the day, because when your body needs it, it's available. So if you're feeling stressed, if you're exercising, if you're walking, if you're taking care of somebody that's ill, if you are working, if you have to work late, whatever's going on, those supplements are still in your bloodstream. So here, let's make it a little better. A step up is adding omegas to our routine. And I'm just going to mute everybody. Give me 1 second here because some people are not muted. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, so if you add the E Omega Plus is a better way to go because we source the best omega-3 fatty acids from the Nordic seas, and we add wild orange essential oil to maximize the absorption and enhance the flavor. I don't know if anybody's popped one of these babies in your mouth, but it's like candy. And people are shocked. They're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't taste like my nasty rancid omega oils. And I'm like, yeah, no, this is totally different. And then you have that fantastic absorption happening with that wild orange essential oil. So you can't beat that. And what I love is the proven results with the E Omega Plus. So people, I believe they tested, and 95% of people are deficient in essential fatty acids, and we're eating a lot of the omega-6 and the omega-3s. Well, now you can balance all that out, and check this out. This is huge. Decreased diastolic blood pressure. How many people are being medicated for this? Decreased heart resting rate. Absolutely. If doctors would just teach us this, and by the way, did you know that doctor means educator? Like they're supposed to be educating us on this stuff. But I noticed that when you go to the doctor's office, they make you fill out all these forms, but nobody's reviewing our health with us. So today we get to take inventory of our health and see where we can really improve by learning this information. So this is so valuable. Now let's go to the best of the best of the best. And of course, I can do best, but we'll call this best. VMG Plus, your E Omega Plus, and your doTERRA PB Restore. This is the best foundation you can lay for your health and your future. So, one of the things that I used to do when I used to meet people, it was like, oh, I wonder if they need my help. I'll talk to them about what I do. Now I'm thinking long term, and I want you to think long term about your health. I want to build relationships that last a lifetime, and I want to build a health routine that will help me to live longer, better, and have mobility and have brain power and not be sick. Like, I know people here in Reading, they're living in their hundreds, and that's because of what they did when they were younger. So when we do these things, our bodies will respond. It's like putting that little penny in the bank every single day. You're doing that when you're using your supplements. So when you're adding the doTERRA PB Restore, you address the gut microbiome where 80% of your immune function takes place and where there are more neurotransmitters than in the brain, which is absolutely incredible. If you have bad gut health, you're definitely not going to have a healthy mindset because you don't have the neurotransmitter capacity to be able to function and have a good mood and be energized and happy. So again, can you imagine if our doctors gave us this? We would be just like bouncing around like me and you. A lot of these ladies are bouncing around. I know it. So gut health is foundational health. So what's in there? There's postbiotic strain 1, 24 probiotic strains, prebiotic fiber, that's what's feeding the probiotic, and then 4 bacteriophages. These are little good bacteria that goes out and searches and destroys any bad offensive bacteria. So you have more immunity right there. So again, if you're getting the VMG, great, that's good. VMG and E omega, better. And the best will be the foundational wellness bundle. Okay, so why this kit works again, you don't have to guess anymore. Like, oh, what do I do with doTERRA? What products do I need? If you can stick to this, your body will have what it needs to do exactly what it was designed to do. You will have real results because we're going to see some testimonials, and I think there's testimonials from people here, and it's an easy bill to fit even in the busiest schedule. You can do this. It's 1 or 2 minutes a day, and key is consistency. That's where you're going to get the results that you want. So here are some quick testimonials. I get texts and emails like these all the time. I think I'm not gonna say who, but I have one from a lady here who's giving these supplements to her husband, and she was like, "Oh my God, she's like functioning better! Yay!" I noticed my husband was in a way better mood as I was giving him these supplements, and when I don't give them to him, he goes, "Val, I haven't gotten any of that green stuff and the supplements that you give me. What's going on?" Because my husband will not prepare himself supplements. He'll go to the kitchen and prepare whatever, but he's not a supplement preparer, so I do it for him. So check out what Dr. Tina said. Now that I've been using these products for a month, I feel more energy and mental clarity. I can keep up with my kids and feel like myself again. Here's Mary. Since taking these supplements, I sleep better and feel less stressed. It's made such a difference in my daily life. How about Kyla? I love how simple this routine is. It's exactly what I needed to feel like I was taking control of my health without feeling overwhelmed. I remember recently I went to a lady's house that invited me over for a Bible study. She had I don't know if you recall those things they used to sell at Costco. It had like 3 baskets so you could put your fruits and vegetables. It was packed with so many supplements, and I just looking at it overwhelmed me. So what can you expect when you're using these supplements? More energy, better digestion, clearer thinking and focus, improved sleep, balanced mood, and less stress. And it is definitely a lasting, sustainable solution to stay consistent because you don't no longer have to, we took all the guesswork out of everything, and people will reorder because of course it's a 30-day supply. So make sure that you are on the rewards program so that your supplements can arrive on time to see those long-term benefits. So once you build that strong foundation, we can build on that, and we can all agree once our bodies are feeling better, we can come in and add other things that will enhance what we're already doing. So I want to show you this really quick because that's where we bring in these other wonderful products. Like everybody knows, because I post about it, one of my favorite products for movement and metabolism is the MetaPower Advantage Collagen. I live with that. It changed my life. I was able to regulate some of the thyroid issues that I was having and reach some of my wellness goals. And then using some tools to rest and reduce stress. And we're going to see which oils are going to help us and how to get all these free. And then reducing toxicity means we're very conscious of everything that we're using in our homes to clean, or everything that's going in our bodies. As I shared, we need to be our best advocates. Like when I went to the hairdresser today, I told her I don't use chemicals in my hair. This is all natural. And she was like, really? Oh, what shampoo do you use? And I told her I use Dōterra's shampoo. And I'm looking for other natural products like a gel because we don't have one, or a mousse. So I'm very vocal about my preferences. But let me tell you the greatest news. I don't know if you knew about this, but we're going to enhance our daily wellness and empower ourselves for whatever needs we have. So having these oils at home and at your fingertips allows you to nurture your body every single day as you need it. So I mentioned I don't use a lot of oils, but I do use some of them because I love them and they enhance what I'm already doing. But I don't know if anybody knows this, but take a picture of this screen. All these oils, you're going to get them free now. You don't no longer have to buy the top 12 oils. Dōterra is sending all these oils free when you buy your wellness bundle. This month, we're going to get the lavender. So it's more than just a morning routine. It is enhancing what we're doing with our foundational wellness bundle. And these also provide natural solutions. I use them when I need them, but not necessarily that I need them all the time. So essential oils add an extra layer of support to your daily wellness routine. They work alongside your supplements to help you feel your best. A lot of times people come in and they use a lot of oils, but they don't have the foundation. And so they end up using the oils as a way to live when all they need to do is begin with the foundation, which improves the utilization of these beautiful essential oils that can enhance our lives. And again, you're going to get them all free. Last month we got lemon. This month we're getting the lavender. And again, they're absolutely 100% free. So take a picture of all the freebies you're going to get this year, because it is the top essential oils. And I'm going to show you how I use them today and why they're going to enhance your life. But first, let's talk a little bit about the purity and the potency. Dōterra is the only company worldwide that is certified pure therapeutic grade. And now we have to say tested because we had to change that. But every liter of oil is tested to ensure it is pure, which means it is sourced from nature. It's undiluted by fillers or additives, and it has a specific chemical profile to ensure that we get those results. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and mute everybody again. I love it when I hear from you, but we're gonna go ahead and just click mute. Okay. So remember, please, that we do need to be cautious that essential oils are more powerful than herbs, 50 to 70 times more powerful. And I want to just share with you that peppermint is one of those oils very close to my heart. It is cooling to the body, highly supportive to the respiratory system. I love using it on the go to just refreshen my breath and to cool me down if I'm feeling a little hot. And it's just a drop. That's all you need. So why are these oils so special? Please don't go eat pancakes unless they're protein pancakes. But I want to use this slide just to kind of show you that something that seems to look really good and delicious may not be as good for you as you thought. Just imagine that that syrup on these delicious pancakes is 100% maple syrup. That's a good thing because you're minimizing the blood sugar spike that your body's going to have. But what about if it's synthetic? What if it's an imitation of the real thing? And doTERRA has partnered with a independent lab, and they tested all the essential oils available in the market, and about 98% of essential oils in the market are adulterated. That means you can have a very negative experience, or you will not have the results that you're looking for. So again, it could look good, but it could be a fake. So check out all the ingredients that are on that fake stuff that people are putting on their pancakes, and the side effects of this stuff, the long-term effects, is horrific. That's why we trust doTERRA's products, because they go the extra mile. They research everything. They source the best. And look at this beautiful map of the doTERRA co-impact sourcing. This is the heartbeat of what doTERRA is all about. They go all over the world. The scientists search out all the areas around the globe that are not contaminated, that has the botanical network that we need to partner with them so that we can have that plant material. And they come from 49 different countries. Can you imagine if you had to travel the world to source the best? Well, doTERRA did it for us. So, 2/3 of those countries are considered developing countries, which means they're very poor countries, and 49% of these farmers are female led. So we're supporting them, providing jobs, sourcing the best, and building water wells and schools and labs and clinics and everything that these low income communities need. And then we have the benefit of having these fantastic essential oils. Every time I go to the doTERRA convention, I cry when I see the sourcing stories. They're so heartwarming and touching, and it reminds me of why I believe in this company. So again, why choose essential oils? They're safe, they're natural without side effects. And again, these are certified pure, they're safe, they're effective, they get to the root of the issue, and they permeate cell membranes, which means they cross through to address what's in the cells. And a lot of people, when we say cells, it might pass you by, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you are a bunch of clumped up cells together. You have about over 100 trillion cells, I think, and all those cells need to be nourished, taken care of, and addressed individually. It's like all of us in the world, like everybody's a little world. Well, your cells are also like that. And when you use essential oils, it goes into the cell, it speaks to the cell, it communicates intentionally with the cell, and it says, hey, what do you need that I can do for you? And it takes care of the need, and it leaves the cell uncompromised, so it will not harm our cells. And I love the intelligence behind that. And other synthetic comparable things are not like that. They're kind of the bully that comes in and says, okay, what do you all need? I'm going to handle it, and I'm going to kind of mess you up too. And it gives you a couple of punches. You're knocked out, and your symptoms, because you're knocked out, you don't feel them, but it doesn't leave you better. It leaves you feeling weaker. So we definitely don't want that. And essential oils are super affordable. They're pennies per dose. I always remember my first experience with my daughter. I used lavender on her for an ear discomfort, and she was 5 years old. And I was accustomed to running to the doctor and getting the prescription, and paying for the prescription and paying the copayment. And I remember using a little bit of lavender and basil, and the whole thing was taken care of. And I was like, wait, what just happened? Like, I'm so used to going to the doctor. If you have not used essential oils for ear comfort, I will call it, you have got to try it. Just make sure when you use your essential oils, you put them on a cotton ball. Don't stick oils in your eyes, in your nose, or ears. You want to go ahead and use your oils in a cotton ball, and that the fumes of the essential oil will automatically destroy anything that could be harming the body. And that's how quickly it worked for my daughter. The same day she was better. So I was pretty blown away. So again, how to use essential oils? We can use them aromatically by breathing them in. We can use them topically, put it directly on the skin. So sometimes I get a little discomfort on my shoulder, and I'll get my deep blue and I'll put it on topically, and all of a sudden I'm like, and it relaxes me too, because they're also very, very relaxing. And then taking the oils internally, I'm going to show you which ones I use internally in a second. So I want to just quickly highlight, because we forget, and people text me all the time. Oh yeah, I was sick, and they have oils, and they tell me, oh, I forgot about that. So one of my first oils that I ever used was Digest Sen. This oil, I was totally bloated, gassy, and my stomach had blown up, and my neighbor had given me Digesten. I put 3 drops on my tummy, rubbed my tummy. I put a couple of drops under my tongue, and immediately, within less than 3 minutes, all that bloating and gas, I'll just say, it was gone. I won't give you any more details, because I will be kind of rude. But all the discomfort went away, and I was like, what is this stuff? Take a picture of these slides and put a 2 in the chat if you've had an incredible experience with Digestion like me. I was sold. I was like, sold to ya mama. I need that in my life. This is a kind of a new essential oil. If you have not heard of MetaPower, it is absolutely amazing to help minimize our appetites. It is also really good to promote mindful eating. It speeds up your metabolism, and it also reduces fat cell maturation, which means your fat cells, they won't keep growing as you use this fabulous essential oil. This one, I use it internally, 2 to 3 drops in my water. I carry it in my purse. If this is your favorite, put it in the chat, please, because it's one of mine. I love everything metabolic, and I love being able to help my weight, just remain healthier. This is an all-time favorite, and we got this one free last month. This one, just diffuse it. Whole house will smell clean. I use it also in my kitchen to clean the counters. I don't use any chemicals, ladies and gentlemen, simply because I know that that's going to offend my body and what I'm trying to achieve. So we want to be mindful of that and use lemon. It's also really high in limonene, so very friendly to your cells. Lavender. Okay, this is my story on lavender. My daughter was having a birthday party, and we went to the store, and I all of a sudden had 100,000 things to do. I panicked and had a little panic attack. I knew I had lavender in my purse. I grabbed it, put a drop on the palms of my hand, took a big sniff, and immediately there was a connection with my brain to calm down. So again, these oils are speaking to the limbic system. They're speaking to your cells. They're speaking to your hormones. And that's what you want. You want that conversation to be happening. And we don't get that with other synthetic things. We get a punch, which is awful. All right, moving on. This is another one that a lot of people don't know about. This is copaiba or copaiba, whatever you want to say, it's totally fine. This is fantastic for the cardiovascular system, immune health, digestive, and it's calming, it's soothing, it's relaxing. So I use a lot of copaiba, and literally you feel it, but you hardly smell the oil because it's very neutral. So you can use this one topically, aromatically, or you can take it internally. And I love to take it internally. It helps to calm my entire system. Okay, all right. Who does not know frankincense, boswellia? This is the king of oils. This is our oil. A lot of oils are in the Bible, but because the story of Jesus has frankincense and myrrh, a lot of people have heard of frankincense. And when you think about frankincense, what I want you to think again is about cellular health. So it communicates and orchestrates healthy cellular function. So when you have a drill sergeant and there's people that are doing well, like you commend them. And then there's people that are needing that, hey, do this, right? And then there's people that just need to go. So consider frankincense to be doing that with your cells. It speaks to them and says, hey, great job. Or, hey, we need to rectify these areas in your cellular activity. Or, hey, you don't look good at all. You've got to go, got to go. So when you think of frankincense, think like that. I also love to use frankincense on my face. I use it almost every single day. And what I started using is using frankincense with that new stick that doTERRA created. It's like a frankincense Naya wood stick. And I just put that on my face every single night. And I think some of you have seen my video. I massage my face and it feels amazing. All right. If you've been hiding under a rock, then you haven't heard about Deep Blue. But if you are here in 2025, everybody knows about Deep Blue. This is soothing, calming, comforting. When in doubt, whenever you have pain anywhere in your body, grab your Deep Blue and it calms and soothes any area in your body. My favorite story with this one was when my daughter moved out to college and I had to clean her room, and I was determined to do it in one day. Well, and in 3 hours, my whole body was hurting because it was so much work. And I remember my knees were like, I'm done. And I put Deep Blue on my knees. And I just recall I sat down, and within minutes, I think it was 20 minutes just sitting there, I was completely restored again. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to finish the room. So Deep Blue will do that for you. Tea tree is one that is super special. We don't use it a lot. I use this whenever I have any problem skin. You can put it topically. I also use it to clean because it's a great cleaning, cleansing, and disinfecting oil. And my favorite thing to do with tea tree is when somebody's dealing with immune issues, then you want to grab tea tree and put 2 drops in a little soft gel. Add 2 drops of frankincense, lemon, oregano, and on guard, and you just created your own immunity pill that's going to help you to overcome whatever you're dealing with. So that's a recipe that you always want to keep on hand. We have on guard, which is our immune function essential oil. This one is absolute. I remember one time I had something going on with my mouth. My gums had gotten a little irritated and uncomfortable. And if this is your favorite oil, please put it in the chat. I want to know. I want to know. And I remember I started panicking, and it was like midnight or 2 a.m. And I was like, oh my gosh, I ran out of On Guard, and I had a headache because my gums were really struggling. And I was going to call a friend and see if I could get some of this because it was either this or the emergency room. And I opened my drawer on my desk, and I had a little tiny sample bottle of On Guard that I was going to send to someone. I made a little rinse, just water in a drop, and I swished that in my mouth, and everything was soothed. I made a little capsule. I took it internally, and I went to sleep. It was absolutely miraculous. And I felt like, thank God that I have this oil. Okay, Serenity, call me a sleep snob. I use Serenity every night. I diffuse it, or I put it on my body, or I put it on my pillow. But this one is calming. It relaxes. And one of the things that I'm a firm believer in is creating an atmosphere and an ambiance. Serenity does that. So diffuse it before you go to bed, or you just want to relax. And I believe last but not least is the breathe. This is to open up all the airways and create a restful environment at night. And it also helps with seasonal threats. So diffuse, do not take this one internally. Oh, we still have one more, adaptive. This is our calming blend. It is so relaxing and it smells amazing. My experience with this oil was when I was traveling, and they had just launched the adaptive line because there's a oil in a capsule, and I bought it, and I remember everyone from the trip left, and I was in the hotel by myself, and I'm not used to being by myself, and so I started kind of panicking. I diffused the oil, I put it on topically, and I took a little soft gel, and I was completely calm, and I was like, oh, hallelujah. Yes, I hate being scared and anxious. So If you're ready to see your own results, I think we explained it, how simple it is. I can't wait for everybody to put this into practice. Do me a favor, put on the chat FW if you're already doing the foundational wellness. I want to know how many of you are already doing this. And then if you're not, let us know how we can support you today and inspire. I want to inspire you. I want to inspire you to be so healthy because I don't want anyone to feel sick. This is like my purpose in my life. I love seeing people thriving. So if that's not you yet, you can go ahead and start your own account. And these are some of the benefits. You get education and fellow. We're going to stop the presentation in a minute and we're going to answer questions so that we can help each other. And I want to hear from you. If you have a testimony, we want to hear it. And we're going to have a raffle and we're going to take a picture because I love pictures. And we're a supportive community. And if anyone is thinking like, wow, Val is having so much fun doing this. I want to do what she's doing. She's just reading the screen, which is I am, and then I'm sharing my experiences, which is super easy. I'm looking for people to partner up with that we can together change the world. And then if that's you, you can get your oils paid for, you can get your supplements paid for, you can help people, and you can build a business, or you can earn some extra cash and live your purpose, whatever it is that you want. When we're done with the Q&A and we do the raffle, I got some exciting things to give away today. Let me know, and I want you to stay because I'm going to do a short presentation on how to do that. But this is all about, getting started and all the free oils that you're going to have, absolutely free when you get your bundle. And this is what we teach. And it simplified everything. Before, we used to really have to talk about a lot of stuff. Now we just talk about the foundational wellness products. And when you start with these new products, you're going to get this adorable shaker bottle. By the way, this is glass, okay? Top of the line quality. You're going to get your peppermint essential oil free. And by the way, those of you who don't know yet, when you have a 100 PV order, you get free shipping. If you have 125 points, you'll get your free oil. Again, this month, you get that free lavender. And then for your friends that are starting or family that you want to help, when they have 150 points, they get to choose one of these beautiful additional gifts. I mean, Doterra is just super giving. So now I want to stop the share and I want to just say, please share with me, what are your questions? What are you excited? Oh, who has a testimony that they want to share while I read the chat? Oh, yes, I like that. Anybody has anything they want to share? Oh, wow. Okay. So we have Angela. She said, this is great stuff and information to live by. doTERRA makes you feel younger than 70 years and more energetic. Love, love that. Okay. All right. I love, oh, so Shannon's doing the foundational wellness. Deepak is doing the foundational wellness. Kike, Diane, Marguerite is doing the foundational wellness. All right, Marguerite, I know you want to share today because last time you didn't get to share. So go ahead. Just unmute your phone. I think you can click on the little unmute button there. I know this technology stuff is so complicated. Anybody else want to share while she figures it out?
Val, would you mind repeating those oils you said to put in the veggie cap for immunity?
Oh, absolutely. So it's 2 to 3 drops of lemon, on guard, tea tree, frankincense, and oregano.
Oregano.
Five
Okay,
essential.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, we're waiting for Marguerite, so we're going to do the raffle. And today we are giving away, let's see what's in my box here that I'm going to be giving away. I want to make it fun for all of you to come to class today. All right, we're going to give away 3 BMG Plus. We're going to give away Thinker essential oil so you can think deeper about your health habits. We're also going to give away a sample of the PB Assist, which is your powder probiotics, because they're so delicious and I just love them. And I'm going to give away also a keychain so that you can put your keys here and then put it around your neck so you don't lose your keys ever again, which is what I do. So I know it'll work for somebody. Okay, go ahead, Marguerite. Share your story while I do the raffle.
Okay, well, I have a respiratory disorder. I was taking inhalers that had um uh the stuff that, oh, I can't even think of it. But anyway, I've been off my meds for 1 whole year now, and doing these oils have really made my doctor even surprised that I'm breathing without having to go to the emergency room. So this has been a blessing. I just every it's all been good. It's unbelievable, a miracle potion.
Wow.
I'm without words. It's just amazing. But
Wow.
my health is improved. I've lost 20 pounds. The steroids that was in the inhaler. So I've lost 20 pounds, which is good. My motivation is iffy, but because of the rain and everything, it kept me from doing the stuff I wanted to do outside. Today I worked in the garden. I've got my vest on to protect my back and everything. So later on after this, it's shower time. But everything has been just unbelievable, you guys. I can go on and on and on, and you've all experienced your own health issues, but this is one that I'd like to share with others. But to me, they just don't want to budge. So, but hopefully someday, God willing, it will appear to them that, hey, you know what, I'm going to be 80 years old in another month, and
What?
I've got my scooters. Well, I got a scooter, and I'm just out there. It's been a
Oh,
blessing, and thanks to Val, she
oh.
got me through this and depleted all the medicines that I was taking. Yeah,
Yeah, I really appreciate you sharing that because that's part of the community that we have here. When people hear you, they know they can do it too.
it was scary at first because when I first started off with for the first 3 months, I got scared because of the breathing, but after that, I prayed and God was with me, and I passed the 3 months, and I'm now over a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is absolutely amazing. So I want to congratulate you and I love you. I love sharing your story because you're very bold about it. You're like, hey, this is what happened to me. So I love to hear that. And it's that consistency. You were very, very consistent. And
yeah.
guess what? Guess what? Guess who the winner of all these goodies is? I just pulled out a name. So Marguerite winner. Marguerite
Oh
winner, winner, chicken dinner.
gosh, thank you.
You
What
are
a blessing.
Yeah, it is a blessing. So everybody, if I can see your beautiful faces, I'm going to take a quick photo and I want to just kind of show my new hairdo because it's so cute. I love it. Cheese. Kissel. All right, awesome. All right, everybody. If you would like to stay, I'm going to do a quick presentation on how to get all your oils paid for and help your friends and family. So if you want to stick around for that, I would love to have you on board. I'm going to switch my screen, but if that's not for you, that's okay. I still love you. And thank you everybody for coming in and encouraging each other and showing up. Next week, I will be out in England. So I will not be here to do the class.